Where am I? Where am I? Cuckoo, Seki. Let me show you the reading. Tower of God. And let me show you myself. Where am I? Here. I look like always. No questions asked. Let's get into it. The last chapter of season 3. I don't know if there will be a season 3 epilogue after the finale. I am interested to see how it's going to be. It did feel kind of rushed towards the end. Like, this whole thing felt way too stretched out. And then the ending almost felt like snap and it just happened. I already knew that there wouldn't be that much. Like, I knew that before I went to Japan last year. And I also know about that spin-off thingy. But I don't know I don't know anything about it. I don't know if it will be good. I don't know if it will be complete garbage, or if it will just be continuing on the same level as Tower of God is at the moment. So let's get into the chapter. We are first looking at FUG. Okay, we're not looking at FUG. I'm mistaken that. It's the Zahard Eyes and it's the Revolution team. Where the heck did that beast come from all of a sudden? There was a close call. I'm glad the others seem to be okay. Holy shit, I thought I was a goner! I managed to escape on the floating ship. Would you come get me? I don't want them to die yet. I still need them. Look at them. They're not even a good team. He doesn't even care about them. Oh man, I thought at least like they had like a good connection to each other, but they don't even care about each other. As long as they're useful or something. Where did that fleet come from? What's going on? There appears to be a floating carrier that was hiding behind a cloaking spell. What? How did they know where we are? That crest. Those are the Heart's forces. Robadon's ship. What's this? The lighthouse has detected something. A fleet is approaching up ahead. What? Whose ships are they? I tried to check with the lighthouse, sir. I've identified the ships. They're the Heart's forces. It's Liberec, the 3rd Army Corps commander. The growing rift, too. Stay calm. Focus on the flow of Shinsu. So wait, the Zahard forces are coming for both the remnants of the Lopobia family, and the Zahard's forces are also coming for the revolutionaries that are like running away at the moment. Okay. Who said that? Take a few deep breaths. Can I just say that Bum's haircut looks complete ass? Just give yourself over to the massive flow around you. Then we can do anything. Attention, attention please. This announcement for everyone aboard the ship. We will soon be landing on the docking platform. Please brace for impact. Docking? Looks says he'll be here soon. How long? In about 10 minutes. Ooh, new character. That's not precise enough. He'll be here around in 9.5 minutes, I believe. Oh, her name is FUG. Thank you there. Thank you very much. Alright. You'd better be right, or you're fired. What? Looseleg's personal assistant. Isis Adamon. Okay. Isis Adamon. A new character. Looseleg's personal assistant. Like, we know that you're FUG. I mean, her design is cool. Like the clothes. Her face looks the same as every other character in Tower of God. And he's bringing the Slayer candidate with him, isn't he? The kid to study with that weakling Jin Sung-ha? Can't wait to see for myself just how pathetic he is. Oh my god, she's calling Jin Sung a weakling? But we know how strong Jin Sung is. So she must be at least top 10, right? Like, power creep here. Jin Sung should just be dead. I keep on saying that every week. You're awake. Master. Vio, is that you? Are you alright? You're not hurt or anything, are you? I'm fine, just a little dizzy. The bigger question is, how did I end up here all of a sudden? What happened to the game? Why am I by myself? Where are Kun and Rak? Listen, Viol, I know this is all very sudden and confusing, but I don't fully understand yet what happened to you either. As for the game, the Lopobia family lost, and their leader Traumerei died soon afterwards. Ah, I see. And what about the others? They should be okay. I'm not exactly sure where they are, but there haven't been any more deaths in the arena. Really? I heard it from an eyewitness who was there, so it's probably true. Then what about me? Why did I suddenly pass out and wake up here? Well, the docking procedure will begin shortly. Attention everyone aboard the ship. I wish I knew. Please brace for impact. I expected us to come back here or to Kun Rak's side, but to be honest, I care way more about the Shibisu Ana group than I care about anyone here. Even though we haven't seen the Shibisu Ana group for so long, I care about them more because they still feel like actual characters and like their personalities and everything about them wasn't ruined yet. Welcome back, Lord Looseleg. Forgive me for worrying you, Ademon. Not at all, sir. I am just relieved to see that you weren't injured in battle. Come now, we must hurry. There are enemies lurking all around us. Yes, my lord. He looks as weak as the rumors say. And your booty is big. He doesn't deserve the honor of becoming a Slayer. He's a Slayer candidate, man. What the fuck are you even saying? Like, just let him train. Like, I never understood all of this, like, this attitude. Obviously, he's not powerful. He literally came into the tower just a few years ago. And he literally has not trained all that much yet. I don't understand. There she goes again. Focus your mind. Words and actions carry no importance in themselves. What really matters is the flow within them. Who are you? What are you doing inside me? Viol, I understand this must be uncomfortable for you, but could you just trust me for now? At least until I can squeeze through the rift into this world and appear in my full form. So V doesn't even need to take over Bum's body? Like, when the V-hole gets, like, stretched out even more, then V can just come through it? But V is supposed to have died. So I was thinking maybe his soul is locked somehow inside of Bum, inside of the V-hole. But it seems like there's even some sort of body that he can squeeze through the rift. Then I will be you. And you will be me. Okay, so it's still, like, about taking over stuff, I guess. Near the battlefield. Pobido's family's battleship. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. My lord, I see a small floating object up ahead. It's about the size of a small combat plane. Floating object, you say? Is there any way to identify it? Oh, and he already got like a mechanic arm now. I'm having a light bearer analyze it as we speak. It won't be long now. Wait, that symbol! The symbol of the commander-in-chief of the Zahard Royal Guards. Arya Adori Zahard. That's not a big name. That's not a big name. That's quite a big reel. One of Zahard's princesses. What? She looks like every other character, man. My god. My god. I mean, her sword has aura. I guess that must be one of the 13 months as well. What the hell? What's going on? Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you. Oh, there's Snake Guy. It's you. We've only been apart for a few days, but it feels like we haven't seen each other in ages, don't you think? Let's get out of here. This ship is about to be blown to pieces. I still have no idea who, like, he's not working for Revolutionary, I guess. He's working for another different party. I have no overview for Tower of God anymore. And I almost also don't have any patience for whatever it's trying to set up. This ship is about to be blown to pieces. What? They're blocking it with all the kinds, but look at it. It seems like they were not powerful enough to block the attack from the Arya princess. And she sliced through the entire Lopobia battleship with one singular attack. What is this Mihawk ass thing? Look at her trying to act like Mihawk. Give the king a message for me. I've completed my first mission. As soon as the next target has been located. She looks pretty. At least here they compared to like the Luslig's commander, and also compared to what we've seen from Maria. Like Maria, her design was a letdown to me. She looked so weird. I will go to the panel later. And now Luslig's like commander or like right hand or secretary or whatever, she looked like her design, like clothes, neat. But her face looked like every other character in Tower of God. At least for our good old lady here, we have like some high quality drawing of her face. But that's probably a one-time thing, and when we see her more often and see her face, she's going to start to look more and more similar to Bam and Dorsey, Rak, that secretary, Jinsung, and every other character that literally is the same face. Who else also had the same face? There was Hugo had the same face. Elaine started to have the same face. Hutz has the same face. The guy who had like something about looking for an eye or something, a puzzle piece guy, had also the same face. I'll proceed to eliminate them right away. FUG Slayer candidate. Okay, so next season she's going to hunt for Bam, and all things considered, she should still be more powerful than Bam. Hello everyone, this is Seal. Thank you all for reading this week's episode. One of my specific goals for this season was to communicate with readers using primarily the story itself, rather than comments such as this one. So I apologize if I've come across as more distant than before. Well, I don't even know if your comments would have saved anything, because this story didn't communicate anything. I could skip this arc. I could not skip this arc, but it really was not good, man. I really did not enjoy it. Since this season's story has been more epic than any of the previous episodes, no. A number of unanticipated difficulties arose in the course of preparing and producing the series this time around. Although I completely understand the feedback that your readers have been kind enough to give me, unfortunately it is too late to change some aspects of the story now due to limitations such as the predetermined direction and settings of the series, as well as some internal difficulties with regard to production. That being said, I personally believe that a creator should only put out their best work, so I apologize to all of the readers for any disappointment you may have had with this story so far. Now that the season has come to an end, I would like to gather the feedback I've received and try to apply as much of it to the next season as possible. I would also like to make some changes to the production and art style, so I'll be publishing a spin-off series featuring the characters from Tower of God before the next season begins. I plan on getting started with the spin-off series and the next season almost immediately, so I will do my best to have everything ready as soon as possible. When he says that, like, reading it like that, I'm not sure, does he mean like a spin-off series with, like, not connected to Tower of God, where it's just like Bam Kun Rak playing volleyball or something, like really just some random thing trying to find himself with some new art style? Or is it actually going to be like a spin-off in the way it's like the Shibisu gang and we see more about how they climbed the tower until like they found Maria or something? I wonder what he means by that, like what kind of spin-off? We know nothing. Thank you all for joining me on the season's journey. I hope to come back better than ever before. Although it can be difficult to fully express at times, as the creator of the series, my love and affection for it remain as strong as ever, for better or worse. So many things have changed and continue to change in the world around us. But I'm always careful to stay true to my original purpose and never lose my spark as a creator. I really appreciate all the care and concern you've shown me, and I will keep your comments in mind as we move forward together on this adventure. I'll see you all again soon in the next season in this spin-off series. Thank you, everyone. Hello, Arika. Constellation Morris. Fate. Morris's Fate joins the chat with a bucket of onion rings. I hope you enjoy those onion rings. I never really have those. I'm seriously disappointed with how this season turned out. I have an absolute blast reading it. I'm really looking forward to seeing where the story goes next season. Wow, it's the end of season 3. I look forward to next season. Also, it's interesting seeing all of the princes pop up. Adori seems so cool. I'm starting to think the original idea for Adori Zahar was scrapped by Seo because it was years ago when she was mentioned in a flashback and revealed from behind. Times changed and the series grew longer and more happened. So the original design for it changed as the series changed a bit. He probably wanted to, but never gotten the chance. Food for thought, I'm looking forward to season 4 and the side stories. Yeah, I'm very late, aren't I? No. I mean, I only started like 20 minutes ago. I also don't know why anyone would be disappointed by the season. It had some of the best chapters in the series, in my opinion. Both in terms of fight, but also story-focused chapters. This was the worst season by far. People complain about everything. Ungrateful humans. Like, the lore and everything was great, but the fights were literally garbage. The pacing was not good, as this person says. And also, the characters are becoming less and less, like, the characters almost became caricatured. Caricatures of themselves, which is like horrible. Like, Kun was supposed to always be that smart guy, but he became more and more stupid. Rak was like supposed to be the empathetic but strong hunter guy, but he basically only became an idiot who, oh my god, who only wants to hunt and doesn't care about anything and is not listening to anything, even though he just heard it and forget it immediately and is acting like a complete and utter idiot. Bam is like regressing more and more. It's like, no, my friends, I need to do things with my friends. I can do things when I'm alone, but when his friends are there with him, suddenly he cannot do anything by himself and needs them to tell him everything he does. And Dorsey also became more and more stupid instead of like her normal like scheming or kind of like tough girl kind of thing. And I don't know, all these characters just lose themselves. They just lose themselves. Man, they lose. They lose, man. They lose. I hope I can download it later. Let's clip it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mickey Mouse Wonder House. Man, I don't want to continue this. This is horrible. This is horrible indeed, man. Oh, boy. Like, her design is, like, her facial design looks really good. But I also feel like if this is a sign of like that all of the art style is going to look like this in the next season, that would be super, super epic. But I have a feeling that the next season art style won't be like an incredible, super hard upgrade. Like, looking at like this Anak looks really good, but this Maria looks horrible. And I know I can't draw myself. I could not draw that. But this is not. It's a character introduction panel, and this Maria had, like, this panel has aura. Like, seeing this kind of destruction and then her standing there, that's like cool. But then you see this, and it's like the nose looks like it's almost painted on. Like, there's no definite face. The eyes look kind of weird. The facial, I don't know. Spectators, I, Arika, son of my dad, and I invite you to comment your thoughts. Arika, son of my dad, is such a good statement, man. Good old Maymoto Arika. Your poor internet. Your poor internet. But yeah, I don't know. I am not feeling anything for Tower of God. Maybe, like, I was on like a month-long break for myself. And then read a few chapters which were bad, and then I read a few chapters that were kind of good, but also not like super epic. I'm really interested to see how this is going to continue, but I am not hoping. My hope is quite limited. Considering that Tower of God is like now at 652 chapters, and God of High School, how many chapters was that? Can I see how many chapters? That's here. No, it only gives you like 34. What does the wiki say about how many chapters does it have? So crazy that these two are featured. Okay, how many chapters? God of High School. Okay. RP Discord? That sounds interesting. How many people are in there? Actually, I'm just looking into it now. Invite invalid? Aww. How sad. And it doesn't even say how many chapters and volumes here. New World Arc. Like, this story had like 550 something chapters. I don't know. And it already had like its problem because it was losing itself in the length and everything. And Tower of God is already 100 chapters longer. And I don't know if Tower of God is going to refine the sauce. I feel like Tower of God has lost its sauce. And I'm wondering if it can ever rediscover it. I would love for it because it has so much potential. And maybe the spin-off can prove me that I can love the story again. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to stop reading it. I'm way too, like this sunk cost fallacy, right? I Stockholm syndrome myself into reading this story until the end. I'm 652 chapters in. I'm not going to drop it now. But yeah, I think, true. I'm going to end the stream here. And I'm going to come back with Kubara in half an hour. But Tower of God, you have proven to me that you can be good. Even in this last season, which was horrible, which was literally a 3 out of 10. It was, at most, a 3 out of 10. You have shown me that you could still have 7 or 8 or 9 out of 10 chapters. But overall, the season was not good. So please, somehow, bundle the things up. This thing doesn't need to be so long. There were so many things that did not need to be there. And give me more of the stuff that interests me and other people as well. I know it's not just me. Give me more about the lore of the world, the lore of the important people. Give time to establish characters and don't introduce new character, and then the next week you introduce new character, and already forget the other new characters that you introduced. Please just do something and do it good. Not do 100,000 things. What if the editor forced the author to do that? I have no idea if that happened, but if that did so, fire the editor. Fire the editor, man. You have the power. The editor always does that. In most cases of stories that I've read, the editors have helped the author to give in other perspectives or to improve it. It's not often that an editor would force them to go longer than, or like to expand on things more and more and more. They rather want things to be kind of concise because they know that nowadays people don't have the biggest attention spans. So you need to be short and impactful with your things instead of like stretching it out so much. But who am I to talk? I'm not a successful author, right? Didn't even nothing. Okay, yeah, but as I said, I'm going to dip out here. We're going to come back with Kubara in half an hour. until then, for now, all that's to be said from me. Thank you for being here, Arika. Thank you for everyone watching this short VOD. I understand that people love this story. I want to like it more as well. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. And I I'm I'm hurt with myself about that. I want to enjoy this world building because it's so interesting and massive and could be amazing. And I know that other people can talk about like stuff happening in there for 30 minutes and then have like another 1 hour discussion or whatever, but I I cannot do it with Tower of God. I don't know. But yeah, for now, all that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. See you in half an hour.